You might be seeing talk online about how Iran is about to experience a revolution, but is that really the case? And how does this moment differ from the 1979 Islamic Revolution? Hi, I'm Yar, and today I'm unpacking those very questions with the help of Dr. Nargis Bajoli, a scholar of modern Iranian politics.
This idea that Trump just tweeted about with people can take over the institutions, this seems to be something taking place on social media, but on the ground in the institutions of power, we don't see it shifting to the degrees that are necessary to really bring about any kind of regime or revolutionary change. State revolution is about taking over power and installing a new system. So you have to pay attention to, is this actually moving in that direction? What are those institutions of power in Iran? They are the bazaar, the clergy, the military, civil society, and then before 1979, it was the monarchy. So the reason that the monarchy falls apart in 1979 is that the people, the clergy, the military, and the bazaar networks all come together and they sway power structures.
The bazaar has historically been a key power structure in Iran, and when its merchants go on strike, as they recently did, it's usually a sign of political and economic distress.
Because it went on strike in the first few days of this current uprising, people began to get really excited that maybe this is going to be the thing that tips the scales. But the Islamic Republic has systematically weakened the bazaar. Iran's economy, especially in the past 8 years under maximum pressure sanctions, has really shifted, and it means that independent businesses have had to either go into the hands of the IRGC or do a lot more business with IRGC and political entities within the country in order to be able to survive economically.
For those who don't understand, it's the Revolutionary Guards, basically, right? This sort of quasi-government military economic force.
So you have your formal military and then you have the Revolutionary Guard. They're two sort of parallel running military institutions. Over time, the IRGC starts to accumulate a lot of wealth, but its wealth really began to mushroom under maximum pressure sanctions. So for the past 10 years, the cost of living crisis and just the standard of living in Iran has really declined precipitously. And then the clergy, Iran's clergy is decentralized, and there are different factions within it that have different kinds of interests. In 1979, they were able to unify mostly around Ayatollah Khomeini. And then the military, in any kind of revolutionary uprisings, you need to have significant high-level defections, or at least some of them who are willing to no longer fire on people who want the change. What we've seen in the past few days in Iran is absolutely no indication that that is taking place. We're seeing a very harsh crackdown, very violent repression from the security forces. So that shows that as of now, we don't see any of that kind of defection. So the institutions on the ground are not moving in this direction of revolutionary change.